Howdy folks, Rod here from SmokingPit.com. This video is in response to brining. Okay, I got a lot of emails from folks with questions on brining using the Mad Hunky Poultry Brine. This is a great brine. It's probably the best, well it isn't probably, it is the best penetrating brine I've ever used on poultry, and pork for that matter. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to get the most out of the brine, use the least amount of water as possible, and get a good brine infusion into the meat. So that said, we've got a brine here, and we've got our 1 quart here of filtered water. I like to use filtered water, that way I'm not getting introducing chlorine and stuff out of the tap. But what I do, and this is a real cool thing, what I do is I take the Mad Hunky brine here, okay, and I divide it up. As soon as I get it, I divide it up into, put it into 4 equal parts of brine in these 1 gallon Ziploc bags, okay? No measuring. I just eyeball it. I make them so they're about even, and then I roll them up, put them in the pantry. That way when it's time to brine, all I have to do is take one out, pour in a quart of water, and I'm good to go. A quart of water is 4 cups of water. Okay? Okay, so let's get to brining these birds. Okay, we're going to go ahead and mix our nectar of the gods, our brine. And what we want to do is start, you know, I like to use a quart, 4 cups, cold water, not warm water. And again, I'm using filtered water. We're going to pour that in there like so. Okay? And I leave the air in. So, I shake it up. Get that one going. So we'll go ahead and get this second one mixed up. We're going to place these in the refrigerator. And we're going to let them sit in there for a few minutes. I like to go about 5 minutes. You can only really, a couple minutes is all you need, but we're going to set them in there and we'll let this stuff make sure it dissolves. We don't want to see any clumps or, you know, solids in there. Get it good and dissolved. There we go. Okay, we've got a brine here, mixed up, and what we're going to do is take one of these chickens. Sometimes they want to go in, sometimes they don't. Get this guy in there like so. Now when we mix the brine, we left air in, and when we brine these guys, lift up on it, take the weight off of it, and squeeze and burp the air out till the brine starts coming to the top and tries to get out. Okay? Just like so. Almost looks like I vacuum packed it, right? See that? Give it a shake. And I always lay it down to make sure I don't have any leaks. Don't want to make a mess in your fridge. There's one. See how easy that is? Now we'll stuff his butt in there. Get in there. Look at these hanging on. Right? That one didn't cooperate quite as much. Done. Now, let's talk about thinner cuts of meat and skinless. You don't need a lot of brine for these. I'm going to do a lot, so I'm using the full quart. But if you're only going to do 4, 5 chicken breasts or some parts, you can use half the amount of brine and just a couple cups of water. And I'm going to demonstrate that because I've only got 4 left here, so we're going to make about half as much in the next bag. It'll be good. See how nice that works out? Look at that. Nectar of gods, man. This is some great brine. Yeah, we have 2 cups of water and half the brine that was in the bag. I just dumped it out and the rest into another bag. And we'll put these guys in. 5 of them in there. These gloves make it difficult sometimes. Rip the bag. There we go. Okay. Now also I want to point out, notice the fluid will still go to the bottom, gravity. So when you brine them, stand them up like this in the fridge. Okay? I just lean them up against the side of the fridge. And we'll go ahead and get these in the fridge. Okay, they're in the fridge. You can see we've got them stood up. We'll get a good soaking here. One of the things about this brine, the phosphate in it, it really allows the brine to get deep into the meat. It pulls the spices, the fluids deep into the meat of the chicken or pork, and it really penetrates well. It's one of the best brines I've used. So there they are. They're going to be soaking for a while. We'll come back a little bit later. We'll take these birds, we'll get them out on the Yoder YS640. We'll lay some alder smoke down on them. After about 4 hours, we want to kind of shake things up, give stuff a turn. Yeah, that is some beautiful yard bird right there. And we'll do this to both of these. And make sure they get a good brining. Oh yeah. And we'll do this about every 4 hours. Okay folks, we're back. It's been about 10 hours. I'm just going to go with 10 hours on this one. And we've got our chicken. We're going to go ahead and empty the brine out. Now, I'm not going to rinse it. There's not a lot of salt in here. I'm going to leave what's on the outside. I'm going to put nothing other than a little bit of butter on the outside on the chickens when I put them in. We will not be rinsing them. One. There's 2. Now the chicken breasts, after about 5 hours, 6 hours, it was about 6, I drained them, so they've just been sitting in there drained, and I just didn't want to over brine them. So we're good to go. Let's get them out on the Yoder. Okay folks, we'll take a look at the chicken. We just put it in about half an hour ago. And once this cooks a little bit, we're going to put some butter and pepper on here. And then we'll get these things cooked up. We'll cut into them, let you see what they look like. See you in a few. Okay folks, cook is done. That's what we got. Look at that. Hear the juice. That's what I'm talking about right there. Let's get these birds in the kitchen. We'll get them cut open. There you go, folks. Mad Hunky chicken, and man, is this stuff moist. Right on. Thanks for viewing. You guys get out to atbbq.com or madhunkymeats.com. Pick you up some of this awesome brine. Have at it. Hope you enjoy it. Y'all take care.